Confidence is that one thing that will transform everything for you. If you're a working professional and if you want to overcome your stage fear, your nervousness, today I'm going to give you 7 tips that will transform your communication and your confidence forever. So let's go to the slides. Because confidence is the game changer. This can be improving your communication. This can make a game changing move in your career, and everybody will respect you more. Because I want you to understand something. See, confidence is the biggest weapon. It's not just a skill, it's a weapon that can completely transform your life. The person with confidence can lead, the person with confidence can influence, the person with confidence can change the game in any area of life. And you know that for a fact because you've been seeing it in your life as well. One of the biggest problems for a lot of people is that they know a lot, but they don't know how to confidently communicate that value to other people. And if this is what is happening to you, I can tell you this can change completely from today. Do you know why? Because of this reason. You already have a human brain, you already have a human body, but you may not have an unshakable identity. Studies have shown that many times people who lack self confidence, they are not incapable, but they are seen as incapable many times because of the wrong self image and identity. Now you might say that, Bishal, I might not have a great background. I want to let you know it's not about your background, it's not about your English, it's not about your bank balance, it's not about how you look. Your confidence is determined by your 7 tips that can be a game changer for you. And that's what I want to give you, because this is not a skill, this is not a gift, it's a muscle that you build. Just like you go to the gym and you build your muscle, these 7 tips are like your reps that you do that again and again. And this is something that I have used personally, from an underconfident human being to an unstoppable speaker. I've given speeches on TEDx and various platforms and thousands of speeches over the last 15 and a half years, and you can do the same. So what I'm about to give you in the next couple of minutes is I'm going to give you these 7 tips. I call them the confidence triggers, that if you use them, this can be a game changer for you. So make sure you take notes, and this can be powerful shift. So the number one thing you must do in order to become a confident speaker, a confident communicator, is shift your identity. See, your brain acts on how you define yourself, how you see yourself, how you view yourself. If you say, I'm just a job person, I'm just an employee, or I'm just having a business, I don't know what to do, then your brain will work to keep you there. Are you getting what I'm saying? Say things like, I'm a powerful speaker who's in a job. I'm a powerful communicator who's in my family business. I'm a powerful speaker who's working in Microsoft. Whatever you do, I'm a powerful speaker who is also. Get it? I'm a powerful speaker who has been working for 16 years in your life. If you have been working for 16 years or 25 years. So your brain acts on how you define yourself. Number two, remember that your identity is not what is real. It's what is repeated. It's what you repeat in your mind again and again. When you say, I'm a world-class speaker, I'm a world-class leader, when you do it hundreds of times, your brain starts aligning your action with that statement. Because this powerful tool that you have, your head, if you can feed it with power, if you can feed it with confidence, your internal self will believe it. And that's when you go out there, when you go to the networking event, when you go and speak on stages or virtual events, you lead meetings, because of how you see yourself, that can be a game changer. So this is very, very important for you to understand, that you have to shift your identity by these two things you can do. Third thing is, understand that your life cannot outperform your identity. If you keep calling yourself, I'm just an average person, I'm already old, then your success will be average. So even if you try hard, you will be average. One of the things we say inside our program is, do not be average, be elite. And the fourth thing is that start your identity shifting with language. One of the things we teach inside our program is there are 3 major ways to shift your identity. And one is with your focus, second is with your physiology, and third is with your language. And what I mean by language is, don't use these words called I want to be. Sometimes I've said that many times. I remember, like many years ago, 10, 15 years ago, before I became a millionaire, I used to say, one day I'm going to be a millionaire. One day I'm going to do this. One day I'm going to do that. One day I'm going to travel the world. And then I met my mentor, and he said, Bishal, don't say I want to be, say I am. This is called the power of I am. You declare, you verbalize, right, before you actualize. So if you want to be a powerful, confident communicator, instead of saying one day I want to be, start saying to yourself, I am a confident speaker in the making. I am somebody who can speak like a CEO. That's better than I want to. All right, makes sense to you? That's number one tip, which is shift your identity. Tip number 2 is that change your self-talk. the soundtrack inside your head. Most people's self-talk is trash. They say things like, I'm not ready, I'm not smart, I don't have money, I don't have time, I can't speak like them, I'm not born with great speaking skills. Hey, listen, nobody's born with great speaking skills. All right. Nobody's born as a great speaker. You're born as a baby. These thoughts are not fact, they are fears. Your brain believes what it hears repeatedly. So feed powerful lines. I speak with power. I communicate with excellence. People respect my voice. When you say things like this, that's where your brain will believe. Speak results into activation. Start saying things like, this is going to be a powerful conversation today. This is one line that I tell my clients, all the people that I coach, the vice presidents, the CEOs that come to me for coaching and training. I say, it's not just about your speech. When you come home, and you're going to have a difficult conversation with your wife. Don't say, oh my God, I don't know what's going to happen, or oh my God. Don't say things like this. Say, this is going to be a powerful conversation. This is going to be a romantic meeting. This is going to be a romantic meeting with my wife again today. This is going to be a beautiful conversation. This is going to be a game changer in our relationship. You see what I'm saying? This is going to be a conversation boost for my friends. So you speak things into beings. Why? Because you don't need external approval. You need internal rewiring. You have to rewire your brain. The way you talk to yourself has more impact than what the world says about you. If you look at the word, for example, let me stop the slide for a second. If you look at the word confidence, right? CONFIDENCE, the first 7 letters is confide. Confide. Can you see that on the screen right now, right? Confidence, confide. Confide means what you say to yourself about yourself. That's very, very important. It's the conversation that you have inside your head about yourself. So that tip number 1 was shifting your identity. Tip number 2 is change your self-talk. Tip number 3 is massive preparation equals massive confidence. See, confidence is not born, it's built in the morning. Wake up, read, journal, visualize, start acting like a winner before the day begins. Many people think, oh, just before a presentation, I'm going to get prepared. No, I tell people, on the days when you have the $1 million presentation, for example, you have the high stake meeting, with the CEO, or maybe you're meeting a potential client that their business can be worth $1 billion to your organization. Or if you're a startup founder, like, you have to prime yourself. This is called priming. You prime your mind. Why? Because of a simple reason, because massive preparation equals massive confidence. If you do not prepare like a confident speaker, you're going to be stuck in your life. You have to prepare like that. If you don't prepare for a world-class presentation, you have to repair an average conversation. Make sense to you? And that brings me to the next point about this, that most people fear the stage or the communication system or the presentation because they don't prepare. But when you're deeply prepared, confidence becomes a natural outcome for you. This can be a natural outcome for you. And this is absolutely possible for you. All you have to do is prepare the right way. Make sense to you so far? Remember that preparation sharpens your edge. Sometimes others may struggle. Others may know more about you. But if you're the most prepared person in the room, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. All right. Somebody can be richer than you, smarter than you, but if you're more prepared, you will win the room. And another thing to remember about massive preparation is, remember, it's the power of routine. One of the things we teach people inside our public speaking program is routine builds power. You don't rise to the occasion. Like, if you do not prepare throughout the year, suddenly you cannot say, today I'm going to prepare. You don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your preparation. You fall to the level of preparation. Like, I want you to think about it. If there is a fight, a physical, verbal fight, if there is an altercation, like, you suddenly can't say, I have never worked out, I don't have any physical power, I don't have any confidence, but I'm going to just fight my way in that moment. Yeah, you can try, but the chances are you're going to lose the game. But if somebody has been preparing all day long, for a fight like this throughout the year, from the beginning of the year, they will win. Why? Because they have been preparing for it. You don't rise to the occasion. Suddenly, today I'm going to fight. You're not going to rise to the occasion. You'll fall to the level of your preparation. Am I making sense to you so far, guys? Right. So that's tip number 3, which is massively interesting, which is massive preparation equals massive confidence. Tip number 4 is fall in love with discomfort. Discomfort is the gym for your confidence. Write this down, those of you taking notes. The more you sweat in discomfort, the more you shine in performance. In US Army, there is a saying, the more you sweat in training, the less you bleed in war. Make sense? Everything you want is behind discomfort. Whether it's recording your first video, whether it's speaking with elite leaders or networking, you have to get uncomfortable daily. Most people avoid the discomfort. No, I'm going to be just staying inside my comfort zone. And then what happens is that one day you are 45-year-old, 50-year-old, 55-year-old, 60-year-old, 70-year-old, and you decided, oh my God, you realize that you are just living an average life. right? You are not underconfident, you're underexposed. You need a mentor who can make you do some hard things, who can take you outside the comfort zone so that you can go to the uncomfortable places. Talk to people who make you a little uncomfortable because of the conversation and the standard is higher than you, what you're accustomed to. Your courage grows there. Fear does not leave before the action, it leaves after the action. Many people say, once my fear is gone, then I'm going to do it. Then you have to wait forever. Fear is not going to go away before action, it's going to go after the action. Confidence is not a requirement, it's a result of taking the action. One thing I tell people is do it scared, do it unprepared, and do it again and again. Do it scared, do it unprepared, do it again and again. Don't wait to feel confident. Act while you're scared. Confidence will catch up with you. That's tip number 4, which is fall in love with discomfort. Tip number 5 for confidence, very, very important, is celebrate your progress. If you wait for big success to celebrate, I remember there was a CEO from Dubai. He was a private coaching client for me for about 1.5 years. And one of the things he told me is that, Bishal, once I close that $50 million deal, then I'll celebrate. I said, the problem with that is that until then you're unhappy, right? Until then you're not confident. See, confidence cannot be the last bogie in your train. It has to become the engine of your train. If you wait for a big success to celebrate, you'll burn out. Celebrate small steps that will make the journey joyful, and it will fuel the momentum. It's going to give you the happiness. Every celebration strengthens your identity. A couple of days back, one of the people inside Elite Transformation Mastermind, Shweta, I was telling Shweta, I said, Shweta, here's what you got to do. Anytime you're taking action in your business, celebrate. Anytime you're making small moves, celebrate, because that's going to fuel your confidence. Your brain will say, oh my God, I love it. Your brain loves celebration, and it's going to give you more confidence and power. The world celebrates those who celebrate themselves. You'll be seen as a magnetic, high energy person when you walk with celebration. Now, by celebration, I don't mean you will bring a cake and after giving a presentation, you're cutting the cake. No, celebration means talking about it, feeling in your, like every part of every cell in your body has to know that you're winning, that you're a winner. You have to use daily moments to affirm growth. If you get a compliment, celebrate it. If tried something new, celebrate it. This emotional reward will make you repeat the action, because remember, celebration equals confidence. Tip clear so far to you? So far clear? Okay. Number 6, serve powerfully. Service gives you significance, because when you make somebody smile, you realize, oh my God, I matter. I matter. Confidence is born from contribution. There are so many people I see in the world. One of the reasons they are not confident in their life at all is because they're very selfish. They're just thinking about their job and their career and their money. They don't care about the world at all. They don't want to make a contribution. They are like, I'll just keep all my knowledge to myself. I'll just pass it to my children who don't respect me anyway, but I'm going to just pass it to my children. I'm just going to keep it to myself. They have a hoard mentality. They hoard knowledge. They hoard money. They don't have a bigger vision. Versus, I'll give an example for somebody in our program named Pallavi from Hyderabad. She's the CEO of the company Emusa Sustainable. And one of the things I taught her, I said, you got to be thinking in terms of how do I help more people with the products and the services that we have. She has a product-based business. How can I help more people? And how can I be a social entrepreneur? If that's a vision that you have, and she has that, and she has transformed herself. And you're going to see her video later on. But service gives you significance. This is very, very important. Service shrinks ego and grows clarity. You're no longer thinking, am I good enough? You're focused on helping other people win. When it comes to service, because remember, it's hard to be nervous when your heart is on service. Recognition follows those who serve. Somebody will say, thank you. You inspired me. You're doing something big. That moment rewires your self-image, because now you know your voice matters, your work matters, because contribution is the most underrated confidence builder. When you shift your focus from how do I look to how do I help people, your nervousness vanishes, because now you're no longer focused on yourself. I call it the FOTA principle. All right? FOTA. FOTA. Focus on the audience. When you focus on the audience, when you serve more, you deserve more. And that's very, very vital. And that brings me to point number 7, that is your mentorship is Powershift. Mentorship rewires your brain. It gives you the vocabulary, the frameworks, the new thinking. If you have the world-class speaking mentor, they can make you walk into rooms with clarity and certainty. Because when you learn, learning will keep you evolving. It's not about random learning. What a mentor will do is give you the skills and the knowledge that is required for you. He's gonna like remove 95% of what you don't need. Make sense to you? That's why you are never going to be stuck, because your mentor is going to give you feedback, coaching. Like, look at in any industry, anybody who's winning, they have they have a mentor. Network with the right energy, not some random people, not some random networking group you're going, hi, hello, business card. No, you have to be around winners. We have a high standard for who we take inside our program. Why? Because I want to make sure that we are not taking a bad apple in our bundle of apple. Does that make sense to you? Meet those who are ahead of you, people who inspire you, challenge you, at the same time celebrate with you. You will catch their mindset through osmosis. Surround yourself with driven people, because that's a cheat code of life. Your confidence multiplies when your environment demands growth. When people will not accept some random, and I'm not talking about some 1,000 people group, 5,000 people group, a tight knit community that can be again, and that will help you improve your executive presence. If you want to speak like a CEO, you want to have the vocal variety, the body language, or more than that, when you be a better father, a better husband or a wife, this can be the key that you've been missing so far in life. So let's quickly review what we said so far. Number one tip for breaking through your confidence barrier is shifting your identity. Number two, change your self-talk. Number three, massive preparation equals massive confidence. Number four, fall in love with discomfort. Number five, celebrate progress. Number six, serve powerfully. And number seven, mentorship is Powershift. So I have a question for you. Have you received some massive help today in this video? Yes? Then I invite you to a special session called Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. It's a 3-hour masterclass. And if you want to know more about it, I'm not going to tell you, please join and all that. That's not my intention at all. And I don't do that. If you want to join via Zoom, there's a link below this video on YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, click that link and come to the session. It's happening very soon, this coming Sunday. And you'll be able to see exactly the specific frameworks of vocabulary, because today we spoke about confidence, but there is something beyond confidence, which is something we spoke in the session about storytelling and spontaneous speaking and voice and body language. And there are 5 daily habits to do. Just go there. It's a very small token fee to just be a part of it. Speak Like a CEO Masterclass. The link is below. But remember one thing, that if you want to be a powerful speaker, this is the time for you. The world is waiting for you. Your organization is waiting for you. Your family is waiting for you. It's time for you to take action. This is Bishal Sarkar reminding you that public speaking is not about perfection. It's all about connection.
Bishal, I already mentioned this in the last week. You weren't present, but I just want to tell that once again, because in the last 2 weeks, I think this was the biggest win. When I was able to sit in front of such a big crowd and talk confidently, which I never thought would be possible in this short period of time span, I was really happy about that. You always mention about, think while you talk, and that calm and composed, body language that came out on that day. And I was very happy. I know that's going to be a possibility for me because I'm the one.
How big was the crowd, Pallavi? How big was the crowd?
The auditorium accommodates 5,000 people, so there were close to 1,000 people.
Okay, and you were one of the panelists there. Okay, very nice, very nice. How long would the entire session, that when you were on stage, not just your speech, the entire session, how long did that go for?
Up to 1 hour, 45 minutes, roughly.
Okay, and who were some of the people there, maybe 1 or 2 people who were maybe people that other people may know about? Were there any renowned personalities there with you on the stage?
Yes, there were some. So there was a dean.
Like who?
For instance, there's a big university for architecture in Hyderabad. It's called Voxen University for Architecture. The dean was there on the panel. There was a national strategist and an author.
Got it. Love that. So how did you feel overall after the session was done, about your speech, about your interaction? How did you feel, Pallavi?
I felt really good, Bishal. The entire panelists, they wanted somebody from the industry person. So I was one of that industry person. And being from the industry space, I was able to give them the practical kind of information which they wanted. People who were there, like there were some real experts who were there to come and pick up points. There was like one person, he's a knowledge consultant appointed by the government of India. So he's the one who's training all the teachers from South India, like how to take over that new education policy. So he picked up few points from what I said and he was impressed. He in fact came to my office and spoke to me for 3 hours. So that was a good thing.
Amazing, very good. I think Pallavi deserves a round of applause from all of you. Very good, very good. So Pallavi, in short, if somebody, let's say, is thinking, I also want to speak in front of 1,000 people, 500 people, but will it really happen, or can I really do it? What, in short, like 10 seconds, what message do you have for them?
At first, it would be a little doubtful, but last minute, I remember taking your help, Bishal. So the few words that you told me in the last minute really pumped me up. So you told me that they're there just to listen to you. You're already there on the stage. So those boosting words helped me a lot, and you have to just dive into it and experience, and then I think that's what you have to do. You shouldn't step back.
Absolutely. People who step back just remain in the back. So I'm glad you went forward and you did it. Awesome. Kudos to you.